Morning, everybody. Coach Darren here. Fitness over 50, where we don't grow old. No, we age like a fine wine. Today is Motivation Monday, and I am reading a phenomenal book. This book's been recommended many times to me. I'm not sure why I put it off a bunch of times. Probably a bad habit. Anyway, about quarter of the way in, third of the way in, really, really good stuff. James Clear knocks it out of the park. This book relates to a lot of other books that I've read that lay the foundation. The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Trying to remember the... Anyway, the book's about habits and change. So Atomic Habits. What's so good about it? There's a couple of things I want to highlight that I've read in the beginning of the book that really struck me. So the first is a nice little chart that goes like this. So you got results, and you got time. And how do habits affect your results? Everybody thinks that, hey, if I change my habit, this is how change is going to happen. I'm just going to skyrocket. It's just going to be, I'm going to do it, and it's going to change the world. It's going to change everything forever. But that's not what happens. As we all know, when you work out once, it doesn't create a lot of change over time. When you work out for a week, it still doesn't create a lot of change over time. A month, then you're starting to see a little bit of change. But you have to work out consistently for 3 months, 6 months, a year before you really start to see the change. So it doesn't the change doesn't happen like that. How it happens is it's very gradual, and then all of a sudden you see it. And in here is what he calls the valley of disappointment. This is where most people quit because they don't see the results. They expect instant gratification. They expect instant results, but it doesn't happen. So in here, people start to get disappointed. They're not getting the results. Hey, I started eating healthy. I started working out. I haven't lost 50 pounds. I started reading and studying really hard, but I still can't start the business I want to start or do whatever I was studying to do. It's all in here. It's all in that valley of disappointment. You have to be consistent and push through so that you reach that point where all of a sudden you look back over the course of 6 months, a year, a decade, and see the incredible change that happened over time. It's the little things that you do day in, day out that make the biggest difference. You do the right thing over a period of time, and eventually the results are going to come. Same thing, you do the wrong thing over a period of time, and that first cigarette might not kill you. The second cigarette might not kill you. You do that over the course of years and years and years and years, and you end up with lung cancer. That's how this works. It's the little things. You can either do the little things that are good for you or the little things that are bad for you, but it's going to take time before you see the results. The next theory that I really liked was the process of habits and how to change them. Many, many people focus on this outer ring, which is the outcome. Kind of like a goal. I want to lose 20 pounds. The problem with the outcome is it doesn't go deep into your soul. It's a goal. It's something you can see far away. A goal is, you always have to change your goals. It's like a ship. You always have to be navigating and figuring out, okay, I got to change here, change there. When you're focused on a goal or an outcome, unless it's something that you can accomplish in a day, it's going to be really hard to be consistent and focused on that outcome. The second ring is focusing on the process. That's a lot better when you focus on the process. That's when you focus on the day in, the day out. For the process, for exercise, I focus on exercising 5 to 7 days a week. That's a process. I focus on eating healthy, making sure I prepare my meals. That's all part of a process. Where the real change comes is in the center. That's when you change your identity. That's when it becomes a part of you. Fitness for me is a part of me. I consider myself an athlete. That's part of my identity. And I'm always going to be focused on the change necessary when it's part of my identity. When you dabble in something and you try, like, oh, I want to start a business and do something exciting and make millions of dollars, that's an outcome. You're focused on millions of dollars. But when you start focusing on the process, when you start focusing on the how, then you're making the little bit of changes you need towards that goal of becoming the millionaire. But when you focus on the identity, when you say, I'm an entrepreneur, I find creative ways to make money. That's me. I'm an entrepreneur. When it becomes part of your identity, that's when the changes are going to happen. So I'm just getting into the book. I'm just going to start going through he has 4 stages of change for habits. I'll come back when I've read more of the book, but so far, really enjoying Atomic Habits, James Clear. If you've read it before, comment below, let me know what you think. If not, give me a thumbs up, a heart if you find this interesting, and we'll keep reading along. And I hope you're having a good President's Day, enjoying your 3-day weekend if you have one. I'll see you tomorrow for Terrific Tuesday.